Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be walking you through performing a battery change on a Casio Baby-G BG-169R, and this is the 3252 module. Let's get right into it. Starting off with what we're going to need for this battery change, we're going to need a small Phillips head screwdriver. We are going to need a spring bar removal tool, ideally metal tweezers, but you can get away with a metal paper clip, and of course our replacement battery, which is a CR1616. So first things first, we're going to have to remove our straps since these tabs are blocking our case back from coming off. I'm going to zoom in here and explain to you how to remove spring bars if you never have before. So as we can see, our spring bars have little lips on each side, and our spring bar removal tool has a little hook that we want to wrap around the lips tightly, and then we simply pull down and we can twist the strap out. And I always put my thumb there just to make sure the spring bar doesn't go launching out on me. Do the same for the other side. And now our straps are removed and we can continue opening the watch. Now with our straps removed, we can go ahead and remove the 4 case back screws. And we'll go ahead and set those aside where we will not lose them. Now we can go ahead and take our case back right off, and sometimes the gasket will come off with it. If it does, don't worry, we'll be able to put that back in, no problem. So next we're going to see that there's actually a rubber and a plastic layer here. Usually they'll stick together, but if not, just do pay note of the orientation. The plastic is on the bottom, the rubber is on the top. We simply will take that off. Now we can go ahead and remove our battery. As we'll see here, there's just a little latch. We simply want to get our tweezers or paper clip right in the middle, and we can unlatch that and open the battery. And this sticker, I usually will just grab something underneath and slide it just in case it's stuck. And then we can pull our battery right out and dispose of it. Now we can come on in with our new battery, and I always suggest, if you don't have finger gloves, to hold it by the sides. We're simply going to slide it right in there. And I notice this latch is a little finicky. You may have to slide it left to right until it goes perfectly over the latch, but you'll feel it click right into place just like so. And now we're ready to perform our AC reset. This is where having metal tweezers will come in handy, but if you don't have metal tweezers, you can simply get a paper clip, bend it into an arch. You just want 2 metal points at the end. So we're going to find this part right here labeled AC, and as we can see, there's a little gold panel down there. We simply want to touch one end of our metal to that panel and the other end to the metal on the module and hold it there for about 2 seconds. And now, to ensure we've done it correctly, I always like to hold my finger right over this spring just to make sure it doesn't fall out, because that spring is important for your sound. And I'll flip the watch over, and if we've done it correctly, it should display 12 and start counting up from 0. So it's been about 30 seconds since I performed the AC reset. Now we're ready to start reassembling the watch. Our first step in reassembly is going to be putting the plastic and rubber bumper layers back in place. So just in case yours came apart, I'm going to do them one at a time. First goes the plastic layer, and as you can see, there's a hole for this metal tab and a hole for the spring. After that is going to go our rubber layer, so we're going to match the holes just like so. And next we want to get our gasket back in place. So as we can see, this has a flat bottom. We simply want to match it into the groove on the watch. And this is where I usually would like to use tweezers or something pointy. Just we got to make sure the gasket is perfectly in that groove. Now we're good to go. Now we're ready to put our case back on. So we want to pay attention. This is the bottom, this is the top. We want to make sure that our Casio and Baby-G logos are properly oriented. We simply will drop it in. And this watch has a little groove, so you'll be able to feel when it's in place. And now we're ready to put our case back screws in. So I usually will just hold my thumb on the case back, drop the screws in, just get them started, and now all we need to do is snug them up. But we don't need to go too tight, just snug. These are very easy to break and easy to strip. Now we're ready to reinstall our straps. So what I usually will do is grab my spring bar, thread it through, and I'll leave a little bit sticking out. And I like to just tilt it in and get one side in the hole. And then I'll hold it in place, grab my spring bar tool, push the other end down, and now our strap is properly seated. Continue the same for the other side. And now our straps are both reattached. And that's it. Now our watch is completely ready to go. As we can see, the mode cycle, the beep is audible, and our backlight works, though it may be a little challenging to see. So our watch is completely ready to wear again. Thank you guys so much for joining me in this battery change tutorial. I really hope that it was helpful and to the point. If you have any questions for me, please leave them down in the comments and I will get back to you as quickly as possible. And if you're interested in more watch-related content and tutorials, please do consider subscribing. I'm going to be covering a lot of G-Shock, Baby-G, and normal Casio models. So please stay tuned for more. Thanks guys. Take care.